Hi, welcome everyone to this channel. If you are preparing for SAP MM certification, that is C_TS452, SAP S4 HANA Cloud Private Edition, the sourcing and procurement, then this series is for you. Many candidates study prepare SAP MM for a weeks or even a month, but they are still unable to pass the certification. Why? One of the biggest reason is that they don't prepare the exam system based practical way where you are expected to perform real business scenarios in SAP system. The uploaded task guide itself and organized around these practical assessment tasks, including configuration, master data, and procure to pay, subcontracting, content processing, MRP requirement planning. In the playlist, I just won't show you that which button to click. I will explain you complete business processes behind each task. Why SAP expect to perform in certain way. The common mistake that class that every candidate may fail. In practical tips to complete assessment confidently, I will cover you every task step by step and also from creating master data to purchase requisition to purchase order and goods receipt invoice verification, subcontracting, contract and also MRP. My goal is to help you understanding both the business process and the SAP execution so you can apply your knowledge during certification assessment. Whether you are an SAP beginner or learning of SAP MM or experienced consultant in SAP MM or someone who is attempting certification again after the unsuccessful attempt, then this series is designed to help you for prepare certification structure in a practical way. Let's begin our SAP MM certification journey and work towards passing the practical assessment together. This is complete SAP series episode of certification. Right now we are in SAP MM certification, that is introduction part, episode 1. And coming sections, we are going forward configurations and master data, and that is task 3, and which comes in episode 2. Procure to pay task 4, which comes on episode 3, and subcontracting, which is on task 5, which comes on episode 4. Contract processing task 6, which is comes on episode 5. MRP is a concept which comes on task 7, that is episode 6. And finally, which is like SAP around tips, but nothing but exam tips, which I can give you. So based on that, you can attempt certification. What is SAP MM certification? E-certification is mandatory, so everyone has to do certification. Yes, sir. If you are doing any course, not only SAP, any other course, once course has completed, end of the day, you should be do certification, which is global certification. If your global certification is very good, if you do means SAP can you can also enroll by your self certification. Why this has to be came? And they also change the new pattern. Previously we have object type and people will select multiple options. One option is right, so they may get score. They can some people can crack easily in half an hour of time in 3 hours. But this time the complete pattern has changed. Certification expert date also they has given as a 1 year. Yes, from January onwards, they have changed the new pattern exam. So you should do certification. Why certification is necessary? It is validate your knowledge and it will be focused on your practical business process. And the certification validate your knowledge that you having a SAP S4HANA sourcing and procurement in a real time. And it tests whether you can execute the procurement business process in SAP S4HANA system or not. It is intended for the consultant who understands the procurement concept and can work in SAP system. Assessment for you. There are two types of assessment are there. One is system-based practical assessment. One is scenario-based practical assessment. In system-based exam is we should be writing practically, which is logins are provided by SAP. And coming to scenario-based, directly we can start the exam without booking a slot. that AI will read the questions. The exam time will be 2.5 hours for scenario based exam. In 30 minutes, we'll complete the exam. That means in 2.5 hours, you will get a 5 attempts. Means 5 times you can write the exam. But in system based exam, you will have 3 hours. In 3 hours only, we should complete all tasks. Okay, and we should read instructions very carefully and follow the task exactly. Use the assessment group number while doing exam. Coming to theory versus practical. What is theory? What is practical in exam? Theory means they explain the SAP concept. Previously, as I told you that object-oriented exam is there. If you know theory means you can write that exam. So coming to practical way, we should perform the task and test knowledge. In theory, we have like if someone asks you what is mean by pipeline, what is mean by subcontracting, it maybe have object-oriented type. But same question in practical way they ask perform the subcontracting task. That means you should be perform, you should be test with your skills on in real time in SAP system. Okay? Which is theory answered question nothing but a object oriented. In practical execute business process. Okay? And here the focus on definitions and focus on completing transactions. Example, if you what is purchase order? It's theory. In practical, create purchase order. Okay, that means it is like practical we have to do in system. If you give what is purchase order, that is like give options. We should select in that. Why candidates fail based on this section on the candidates in the task document. The comment reason includes they don't read the instructions carefully. They don't replace the required hash values within their assigned group member. They ignore the prerequisite notes. They don't follow the requested sequence within a task. They create incorrect or incomplete master data. They don't verify what they are created before moving on. So these things we should be follow on that while doing the SAP certification exam. Playlist for roadmap. So task. They have given some certain tasks. One is the configuration master data and procure to pay, subcontracting, contract processing, MRP. These are the tasks they has given in SAP. If you done these all tasks, we will achieve the certification clearance. Preparation tips. Understand the business process. Practice in SAP S4HANA. Read every task completely before executing. Verify your documents before submitting. Why I am telling these all things? When you start the SAP certification exam task, don't make panic. You should understand business process carefully and do it. Before that, you should be practice. SAP is giving subscription like 1 year, or some people have 4 months, some people have 3 months. So in this duration time, you can access the practice system and practice it. Read every task completely before executing. You check each and every point in the task whether you have executed carefully or not. Verify your documents before submitting. You should close all tabs in a proper way, and also while closing the tab, and also you should be close the task document also, and check whether in the document what are tasks are available you have done or not. Once you're done, just close the button and submit the practice system. Thank you. If you have any questions, give a comment and subscribe my channel for the full SAP MM certification series and for more updates. Next section explaining the task of episode 2. Thank you. This is SAP certification, that's C underscore TS452, the task which has given by them. Here you can see content. There are 7 tasks are there. One is introduction, one is context. Task 3 is configurations and master data. task 4 is procure to pay process, and task 5 is perform a subcontracting process. Task 6 is perform contract processing. Task 7 is MRP planning. Unit 1 task 1, Unit 1 task 2, Unit 1 task 3, Unit 1 task 4, Unit 1 task 5, Unit 1 task 6, Unit 1 task 7. Yeah, that's all. Coming section will be explain all those things. Thank you.